The person who sent you this must receive a lemon from you. Now, there may be some questions. 1. Do I have to give them a lemon? The answer is yes. You do have to give them a lemon. Question number 2. Do I have to give them a lemon? The answer is yes. Yes, you do have to give them a lemon. Failure to comply to do so will result in the sender not getting a lemon. Thank you.
Sometimes you just have to buy the rocks at the gem store because you've already put them in your mouth. Thumbnail. It's called a thumbnail. I have sloppy joes. I think I'm going to always have a small grudge against Disney for not green-lighting a very important house. Y'all are some weird dorks. But then again, I wouldn't live too long after that. We'll support Frog Help. No, cause Dumbledore is gay and canon, and I already knew. Hi, I need a new sword sheath, can I use you? You look about the right size. Last night I had a sequel to a dream I had a while ago. You know what, you can finally use your theme here, as long as we keep the mushroom. Let me see if they pass the vibe check. Hey guys, I need to consult the council.
What if Deadpool were a Pokemon trainer? What would his team be? The Merc with a mouth. Deadpool's Pokemon team is exactly what you would think it would be. Except it's nothing like you think it would be. Deadpool's first Pokemon would be Jigglypuff. Why, you may ask?
Because if you don't love Jigglypuff, you're lying to yourself. Fucking big, puffy, pink balloon. It's magical. Yeah, Pikachu for obvious reasons. But remember, this is Deadpool we're talking about, so it's gonna get a little weird. Kilowog would be his next Pokemon. Deadpool is now going to go on a streak of catching things that absolutely are not Pokemon, but he's going to use them as such. Agumon's next because he just wants to piss off a bunch of people. Twilight Sparkle's pretty much for the same reasons as Jigglypuff, but also Twilight Sparkles is fucking strong. Do I even need to say who's last? Poor Hugh Jackman. I gotta imagine his Pokeball's probably comfortable. But yeah, Hugh Jackman's Deadpool's ace.
I don't think people understand how far back society is going to go if we name our kids after anime characters. Okay, class, can everyone sit down? I just need to take the register. No, I don't want to sit down. Hisoka Smith, please don't talk back to me. Your parents literally named you after a clown pedophile. So, what did you say your name was again? Goku Johnson. I'm sorry, you can't have the job. Your name is a walking hate crime. Son, just tell me who you got beaten up by and I can sort it out with the teachers. Deku Rodriguez. You got beaten up by a kid called Deku. I'm disowning you. Can these children please come to the office? Samuel Thompson, Bakugo Williams. I'm calling social services.
Is this what you guys want? Meow. I'm a cat boy. Look at that. You see that? Vintage bells on the ears. Look at that. You hear that jingle? That ain't just a jingle. Think twice before you talk trash. I'll swat your ass.
Wow. It is a beautiful day today. Nature, fresh air. I mean, I still want to die, but this is nice.
Kraft macaroni and cheese, an American staple. Let's go. All right, we're going to need extra cheese, though. No. Oh, no. Not Swiss Miss milk and marshmallow fluff, dear Lord. What is happening right now on my screen? Oh, my God, that looks like Kibbles and Bits dog vomit. What do you have a glass for? Vanilla yogurt? Oh, tell me he's not layering this. Oh, my God, he's going to layer it like it's some sort of dessert. My man, who hurt you? We must find them! Don't you hurt those chicken strips, dude. Don't you dare. Oh, Lord, go my... No!
Stitch this and tell me an experience you've had with a sexist, racist, or homophobic Marvel fan. I'll go first. So almost all of you must know who this person is. You know, the person who's like, Loki is a man, he is straight there, he's not gay whatsoever. Despite it being confirmed in the comics and just a known fact in general in Norse mythology and Marvel, that he is in fact gender fluid. Well, I made a video basically calling her out. I didn't say anything bad. I was very respectful. Here's a clip from said video.
Perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed, oh honestly.
So I posted that. And in the caption, I tagged her and said, "It's okay to have your own opinion, but it's a known fact that Loki is gender fluid." And not even 5 minutes later, it was taken down for harassment and bullying. I think I made her mad.
Oh, fuck. You are approximately 8 feet and 7 inches away from my love and affection, so get your bitch ass over here.
I'm not a lawyer and this isn't legal advice, but it's funny as fuck. I was having lunch with my lawyer and we were just talking about random shit. I was like, hey, if somebody breaks into my house and I legally kill them in self-defense, do I have to call 911? She's like, I am not aware of any law that says that you have to report the fact that you killed somebody in self-defense as long as the shoot was legal. She says, let me go back to the office, do some research, I'll call you back. 2 days later, she calls me back. She's like, all right, I've got some news. She says, in North Carolina, I cannot find any law that says that you have to call and report that you killed somebody if it was in self-defense and the shoot was legal. I was like, great, so what do I actually have to do? She's like, I'm so glad you asked. Legally, you do have to properly bury them. She said that there is a law against improper disposal of a body. I was like, all right, is there anything else? She said, yeah, you gotta call 811 before you dig a hole. She's like, that's state and federal law. I was like, bet, so I need to call 811 instead of 911. Gotcha.
The fucking world is $281 trillion in debt. To who?
You are in luck. There's a parable all about this, and it's awesome. There is a town somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and everyone owes each other money. And then one day, a traveler comes to town, and he stays in a motel. The motel has a full refund policy after 24 hours. He puts down $100 and gets a room. The motel owner, he looks at this $100 and he's like, whoa, oh my God, this is exactly how much money I owe to the baker. So he goes and pays off his debt to the baker. The baker looks at this money and he's like, well, this is exactly as much how much I owe to the shoemaker. And he goes to the shoemaker and pays off his debt and goes through several people until eventually someone's like, hey, I owe this amount of money to the motel owner. So he gives it to the motel owner back where it started. And then the traveler is like, hey, it's been 24 hours and I don't like it here. So he takes his money back and he leaves. Everyone has the same amount of money, but then suddenly nobody's in debt because money isn't real, but debt motivates people, so it's important to the economy for some reason.
Hey bro, what are you trying to eat, man? I'm kind of hungry. You with me? Nah, really, dude. That's kind of like the last thing on my mind. Sorry. Fuck, I want a sub. You want to go to like Firehouse or Publix or something with me? You don't gotta eat. I mean, a sub, I could go for a sub right now, but not from Publix, not from Firehouse, bro. What do you mean? Those are some of the best places to get subs from. Huh? I kind of want a sub from like Spencer's or Hot Topic. You know? I kind of want a sub from Spencer's or Hot Topic, bro. Oh, so you want a slut?
Having siblings is kind of the same thing as being in prison. Each one of your siblings falls into a different prison category. Part 3. First you have the brute or the muscle. This is that sibling that is just, they're built differently. They're semi-indestructible. They're constantly falling out of trees, getting kicked in the head with soccer balls. They seem to walk those things off perfectly fine. They're the first one that you go to when you need any heavy lifting done. They're the last one that you go to when you need a hug because they're emotionally conservative. Then you have the psychopath. This is that sibling that if they were in prison, they'd be in there for killing someone. You do not want to upset the psychopath on their bad day because it will not end well for you. Then you have the one in solitary confinement. This is that sibling that just, if they had it their way, they would take their 3 meals a day in their room by themselves. They would never speak or see any of the other prisoners or family members ever. They also tend to play their music too loud or put their headphones in and then sing. Sing for the enjoyment of the rest of the family. News for you, you're not Carrie Underwood or Adele. Just don't.
You know, I got one for you. D&D class stereotypes I think should die. Part 6, Paladins. Okay, I get it. The shtick is that you're a holy boy, but the thing is you don't need to be a holy boy. D&D 5e, a paladin's power comes from their oath, not any specific god. It's not that their powers can't come from a god, it's that they more often than not come from the oath they make to the god. This means your oath for your paladin can be absolutely anything. Paladin devoted to taking down pirates by giving them all scurvy. Paladin whose entire oath is devoted to making thieves stop thieving by stealing their left shoe. Paladin devoted to destroying all undeath, specifically by following the Raven Queen's teachings. Paladin is one of the most versatile holy classes because you're not devoted to a god's ideals, you're devoted to your ideals whenever you decide to do. You're making paladins sound really badass. They are. They're not locked down to any specific alignment. They can do anything they really want as long as it fits within their oath. Got any more paladin stereotypes?
A shoe-fly pie from 1900. A favorite of the Pennsylvania Dutch who apparently have this for breakfast. Now that's what you call bravery. No. No sticking! You're gonna die here. Yes. Time for filling. An entire cup of molasses. Very cheeky. 3/4 of a cup of water. And one very lonely, very dead eggy. A teaspoon of baking powder. What exactly are we trying to raise up? Hope. Figure it's whisking. Very wet. We get to make a crumble. Sugar. Flour. Then some lard. What is it with dead people and their obsession with this? Yes, I just love baking. Hello. Ooh, that's molasses. Very sweet, very bitter. If you love molasses, this is the pie for you.
Mountain chicken. Mountain chicken. That sounds a lot more innocent than it might be. You know, knowing the internet. Mountain chicken. Leptodactylus phalanx. Motherfucker, that's a frog.
Listen, I'm no biologist, but that ain't a fucking chicken. That's not a chicken. I bet this guy's never even seen a mountain. Look at the beak on this fella. Identity theft is not a joke. Mountain chicken, my ass. Have it good.
It causes me physical pain that this temple exists. So one day Hadrian, the emperor, comes up with an idea for a double temple. 2 gods, 1 temple, back to back. In the front, it's dedicated to Rome, like the divine embodiment of the city. Like, don't worry about it, it's a thing. In the back, dedicated to the goddess Love. Not the goddess of love, the goddess Love, Amor. So why, you might ask, why have a double temple to Rome and Love? It's a pun. It's a stupid pun. Rome in Latin is Roma. Love in Latin is Amor. So each word is a mirror of the other. Just like each half of the temple is a mirror of the other half of the temple. Do you get it? Yeah, we get it. It's not clever, Hadrian. You're stupid and I hate your stupid temple pun.
So let me get this straight. Seriously? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, you're always there for your friends, right? Oh, 100%. If any of them ever had a problem, they can always come to you. Always. And you'll offer advice or just listen if that's all they need. Sometimes people just need to let their feelings out. No judgment, of course. Obviously. Does the time of day matter? No. Someone could FaceTime you at 3 a.m. and you'd be there for them. Sleep can wait. My friends need me. What if they live an hour away? Have car, will travel. Wow, that is truly remarkable. Now what do you do when you're having a hard time? Oh, self-isolation. Watch, lock myself in my room and shove everything so far down that no one will ever know was there. Why would anyone want to hear my feelings? Maybe I would never want to burden another soul with the woes of my own. They have enough of their own problems to deal with. Why would I want to add to it? But you just said that no one is allowed to see me have a mental breakdown, even though several people have already seen me have a mental breakdown. Are you okay? Yeah? Why?
No, don't get it twisted. Because we all have the one person in our lives that keeps us from breaking down mentally, right? If y'all decide to go to the gym, they will intentionally wear rubber duck swim trunks and an anime hoodie so people are busy staring at them and their wardrobe choices versus the train wreck that is occurring with you on the Stepmaster. They will take one for the team. They have the energy at 9 in the morning to get in a screaming match with some person that took your spot in the Kroger parking lot driving a 2012 Chevy Silverado because they think they can, right? I'm just saying, they are the people that will be there for you. They will go to war for you. They wake up craving violence, right? And when people just start exhibiting energy of not washing between their ass cheeks, they will throw the first punch. This person does not care because honestly, In the equation, or the event of this happening, who are the cops going to be able to talk to? The person crying on the floor with a dislocated jaw, or the seemingly innocent bystander who's being very polite? So this coffee is for that group of people. Thank you.
Alright, we're back with part 7 of 100% Accurate What You Need to Hear based on your favorite trope from a clinical psych major. If your favorite trope is lovers to enemies, okay, being a dick isn't a good way to flirt. Maybe we should unpack why you feel so afraid to be vulnerable that you'd rather push away the object of your affections rather than actually try and be with them. Therapy is a great place to start doing that. If your favorite trope is the coffee shop, running away from your problems still means that you have problems. It doesn't solve anything. You know what could help you start to solve them, though? Therapy! And if your favorite trope is jerk to the world, sweetheart to their girl, you are possessive, aren't you? Insecure attachment style. You are terrified of abandonment and being left alone, and you crave a gentle kind of love, but don't actually believe that such a thing exists, and you'd actually rather be alone than try and risk finding something and be heartbroken in the end. Yeah. You know what I'm about to say, don't you? Say it with me. Go to therapy.
The creator of My Hero Academia ripped off Endeavor from Pokemon. Endeavor is literally just Embor, and you can't convince me otherwise. When you hear a weird noise at night when you're trying to go to sleep, don't fear. You must now make an even weirder noise to assert dominance. Fight me, my Tutudi girl will love me. As much as I love the show Lucifer, Lucifer from Supernatural is hotter. I'm pretty sure my grandma's Satan. If you want me to love you platonically forever, buy me some McGriddles. I mean, if you're asking permission or something that's cool with me, I'd be honored to be a me character. I just heard someone say John Mulaney looks like a number to pencil that came to life, and I can't unthink of that. I don't have the mental capacity or
Here's me making judgments based off of your persona. I am right. You are a man, you say you're a top, but you can't commit. A homosexual. You're a cat and you're any color that's like white, pink, or pastels. You are an e-boy, e-girl, or e-person. Black cat, you are an art student, you like horror, you definitely are into witch stuff, and you have crystals. A specific breed of cat, you are a Warrior Cats fan, and you cannot lie to me. You are non-binary, you call yourself garbage all the time, but that is not true. I love you, and you are my friend. Pastel Sanrio blogger that will tell you to kill yourself, but also you're really funny. These people scare the living shit out of me, but also your art is so good. Listening to folk punk will not solve your gender identity crisis, nor will it make your father love you, but you are also one of the sexiest bitches alive. Either a cis heterosexual man or literally the hottest woman on the planet Earth. A conservative, a bisexual, a switch, you have never made a decision in your life, you probably own a skateboard. There are 3 options here. You are then asexual that likes cartoons, a gay man, or you are a man that is going to kill me and call me slurs. Femme, lesbian, and trans mask solidarity. Which lesbian I would trust with my life?
Theoretically, I just think it would be interesting if there were people that, say, wanted to be my friend so that we could ride around in my car and call it the Mystery Machine, and we could go to spooky places and look for cryptids and ghosts and spooky stuff like the Mothman, and then we could, like, recap at a diner and talk about everything we've learned. Wouldn't that be funny?
Why in the absolute fuck do people without ADHD always tell people with ADHD to get a goddamn planner? Nothing makes me more fucking furious than being told to get a planner to avoid forgetting things. Like, bitch! I'm just gonna forget to use the planner. I don't know how they don't get it at this point. Oh, I literally suck at everything. Memory. Like, you think I'm gonna remember to use that? What the fuck? Ugh.
Jesucristo. Sacamos, volteamos, abrimos, volteamos, cabeza hacia atrás, abrimos, levantamos, agachamos, bajamos, cabeza otra vez hacia atrás, bajamos, abrimos, cerramos, y obtenemos a Meca Jesucristo. Amén.
I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with even fake blood, so if that's true, by all means swipe up. Otherwise, in my last video I used some fake blood and I thought that some people would like to know what I did. I feel so snooty saying this. I used the Hitchcock method. Alfred Hitchcock used one ingredient to make fake blood on black and white movie sets. Chocolate sauce. So I used 2. Chocolate sauce and 1 drop of red food dye. And the result is this scarily accurate fake blood. It looks and acts so much like blood, it dries like blood, doesn't taste like it though. And then you can get these really good looking bandages too, like, it's kind of scary. It's really easy to apply to. You just dab your finger in it and put it on your face, and suddenly you're all, you just spread it around a little bit. Yeah. I'm doing a really bad job at it, but I'm literally just painting my face with chocolate sauce. What has my life come to?
Here are 5 non-binary characters that can kill God. Number 1, the Knight from Hollow Knight. This little friend actually did kill God, so I don't know what else there is to say. Number 2, Minecraft Steve. Not only can they break trees and stone with their bare fucking fists, but they can also, with the right equipment, kill a fucking dragon. Number 3, Kirby. I'm pretty sure Super Smash Bros. Ultimate confirmed that Kirby is a god, but just in case I couldn't convince you, here's the list of things that they can do. Suck! Number 4, Stevani, and frankly, any other Steven Universe fusion that includes Steven. Steven pretty much is a god by himself, and he's canonically stronger with every single fusion, so... Number 5, Frisk from Undertale. Again, another case where we see it fucking happen. We see Frisk kill God on screen cold-blooded. Like for part 2.
Alexa, volume 3. Alexa, play Into the Thick of It on repeat.
Into the Thick of It by the Backyardigans on repeat on Amazon Music.
My work here is done.
So I learned something interesting today. Did you know that one of the higher ranking positions in the KKK is called wizard and then, grand wizard? And then higher than that is something called a grand dragon? Is the KKK just a really mean D&D group? Oh my god, their robes make so much sense now.
You enter into a tavern and you see an interracial couple. What do? Why walk over and slap that bitch in the head? You rolled a 2. You miss and get RKO'd by a man in hammer pants.
I'm starting to think that the KKK was just a group of very angry nerds who didn't like that the black kid was making more friends than them.
How messed up is your worldview? I'm gonna say some words and you're gonna finish my sentences. Based on your responses, we'll see how good or bad your personal programming is. Life is... Happiness is... Men are... Women are... I am a... Based on the answers you've given, how do you like your personal programming? Given that everything is inherently neutral, how would you choose to change the way you see things? Ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to make that change? Because whatever you're programmed to see is what you can expect to get. And I'm willing to bet that for most of you, a lot of that shit has been long since outdated.
Oh, what? You like my pants? Thanks, I made them myself. No, I had an old pair of pants and they started getting holes in them, so I sewed patches on them. Crust punk? No, I'm not a crust punk. How many pairs of pants do I have? Do work pants count? No? 3. You've only seen me wear these pants? Yeah, that's because they're my favorite pants, so... When's the last time I washed them? That's besides the point, I'm not a crust punk. What am I listening to? Oh, that's grindcore. Do you like grindcore? That's not... When's the last time I showered? Why? I don't see why that's important. The last time I drank water? I had shitty beer yesterday and an energy drink this morning. That counts, right?
Mushrooms do not taste bad. You're just a little piss baby. A little baby bitch boy who doesn't eat his fucking vegetables.
All questions for the group chat.
They think they're the main character, but they are actually the background character queer teens hyperfixate on.
Why would you ever kiss?
The actual main character. Who do you bring home to the fam?
Beautiful, wonderful, perfect.
Who is absolutely not meeting the parents?
Choke me like you hate me.
Who has one brain cell that bounces around in their skull, occasionally hitting a corner for one coherent thought? Not a question of if, but when, they're rich and famous. Most likely to unknowingly join a cult. They think we don't know they're an immortal SMH.
A killer.
Who's getting a sugar daddy?
Now from the top, make it drop.
Who's gonna be the sugar daddy?
Playboy bunny was happening.
Supreme nerd, all hail.
You'll never see it come.
I also got you chopsticks that day. I'm super hyper and super bored, so something's about to go down, but I'm not sure what yet. Kick the stump. Don't get me wrong, I know I would D. On my first night, but I want to live here. One of these things is not like the other. If you listen carefully, you can hear my mom singing. Guys, I think I'm allergic to my KN. Faye, try not to get blocked but cause as much trouble as possible. I grew up with Transformers. I swear at one point I had a crush on Optimus Prime. Guys better be drinking water, because if you don't I will cry. Yes, this is a threat. Guys, we should have a helping my bro create a Samora.
Hi. In 2021, it's become more and more acceptable for men to have a more submissive side, specifically in the form of a mommy kink. This is when the man likes to refer to their sexual partner as mommy during intercourse. I'd like to talk about this today, and I'd especially like to ask all of you to please stop assuming I have a mommy kink. I don't. Look, I get it, it would make sense. I'm very sad and I like thighs, but I don't have a mommy kink. I don't. It's not my fault that my type is women who end up being dominant. I like their eyeliner. While I'm at it, I don't want to get pegged. That's a no-go zone, unmarked territory. I can be a bit of a switch without going to the extremes. So stop assuming that I'm gonna call you mommy. I'm not gonna do it. Stop it.